In today's video, I'm showing you what footage looks like from a GoPro Hero 11 when you mount it on a 3-meter long carbon fiber pole. I'll run you through the settings I used, some do's and don'ts, and I'll also show you how to edit it to make it look better. As you can see, that is quite the stick. Let's go.
Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. Heat waves been faking me out. Can't make you happier now. Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. Heat waves been faking me out. Can't make you happier now.
So let's talk gear first. I'm using, as I mentioned, the GoPro Hero 11, which has great resolution and stabilization modes, and the stick that I'm using is the Insta360 3-meter long carbon fiber pole. This shot currently is filmed on the Insta360 1RS in the 360 mode with a little stick mounted to the bottom of the other stick. It's a lot of sticks going around. So as you can see, it's very wobbly, so you want to kind of find a balance while shooting and walking so it doesn't go too much side to side. And you also, while you're walking, want to walk slower than you would think, because if you're shooting people, as I'm showing in this shot here, you want them to move past you, so it's more of a time-lapse feeling to it. If you're following people, it just looks like you're trailing people, and it looks a bit sped up and weird. So walk slower than you would think. As for settings, I'll put them on the screen, but highest possible resolution, 4:3 aspect ratio, so you can reframe. Use the linear lens with horizon lock on. This really helps to keep your shot level. Your speed, depending on the subject and where you're walking, is 15 or 30x. My preferred one is 30x. Depending on the lighting situations and where you are, you want to set your EV to 0 or to -0.5. Set your white balance to auto, your ISO min and max to 100, set your sharpness to medium, and your color to natural. This leaves a little bit of play space or editing space for your color grading later. Be mindful of where you shoot. In theory, this looked like a great shot, middle of the bridge, epic scenes behind it, but as you can see, those poles, because of that slight wobble, they just move from the POV of the camera quite a bit, and it creates kind of like a jittery feeling, which I really didn't like. Anyway, here's a sped up shot of me doing the bridge.
Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. Heat waves been faking me out. Can't make you happier now.
Righty, let's talk about how we can make this footage look better. I've turned an effect on and off here, and I don't know if you can spot it. It's semi-subtle. On the sides, you'll see a bit of motion blur or directional zoom blur, which is a fake effect that you just add in post. Here it is on, and here it is off. It's kind of subtle, but it does make everything look a little bit nicer. So the way this works, I'm in Final Cut X here, or Final Cut Pro X. I'm just using Brick Lane here as an example. You find the zoom effect, and this effect exists in other editors as well. You set your point where the zoom originates or where the zoom goes towards. Then you apply a mask, a shape mask, and then you're going to tweak that mask later, but you're going to set that on that spot there, and then you're going to invert the mask so that the edges of the footage are with that zoom blur applied, and the center bit where the eye is where the camera is moving towards doesn't have that effect applied. That's kind of how masks work. What I'm pulling here is the feathering, so it's a softer transition from no effect to effect, and that gives you kind of a fake zoom directional motion blur on the sides of the image, and that's all you need to make this look slightly better. So a directional or a zoom blur with a little mask applied. You can change these settings as well, but obviously this one looks much better. Yeah, don't push it too hard. Use it as a subtle one, and it's also not applicable for every shot, but for a shot like this, it does work quite well. And that's all I've got for you today. If you've seen my posts, I'm struggling with some chronic back pain once again, sadly, so quick video today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see anything else, let me know. But I'm taking it kind of easy right now because it's taken a beating on my mental health. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you're well, and hope to see you on the next video. Bye bye.